CEO of Shaw & Associates. For over 70 years, Shaw & Associates has been your trusted experts for wealth management, tax, accounting, and payroll. We change lives and inspire true wealth, one person, one family, one business at a time. Shaw & Associates is a wealth management investment firm that specializes in taxes, serving as a fiduciary, putting your interests first. You can find more information or schedule an appointment by calling 530-674-1150 or on the web at shawassociatesinc.com. Shaw & Associates is proud to support community radio.
This is your Captain Pablo Cruz speaking. Join me as we set sail from City Harbor every Saturday from 2 to 4 here on 93Q.
And we're grateful for Mr. Shaw, man, for City Harbor. I don't know how that got in. It's something the DJ did. I don't know.
It was good.
Yeah. So my guest this morning, which I was pleasantly surprised, not really surprised by Virgil. I'm always just grateful to see Virgil.
We're always surprised by Virgil.
Yeah. Atkinson, Mr. and Mrs. Atkins' son.
Wow.
Yeah, I got it right this time.
Yes,
no
you did.
D in there, yeah. And Michael Ciociola, the official son of, can I call him Don?
I'm the only son, and also the official son.
So I just love your dad. He is a dad. He's a genuine father. He just gets it.
He's awesome.
He is, yeah, and you don't have to say that. You can tell us the truth, how you feel. Oh, wait a minute, that was the truth. But yeah, so you guys, you just kill it. We're going to talk this morning about it. You do a Grateful Nation Remembers, and I agreed to go there, and I went in uniform, and I had to get up and walk outside. I'm standing in that area outside weeping like a 2-year-old, man. I mean, it is incredible. What you guys do is, I don't want to give away any of it if somebody hadn't seen it, but as a Vietnam vet, the section that you do on that, it does make me feel welcome.
I'm so glad to hear you say
home,
that.
Because we were the guys that didn't get welcome, and I wasn't a combat vet. But anybody that served during that time, and you came up, they actually told me, don't wear your uniform home. Now, being the man that I am, I was like, I earned it. I'm wearing
Don't tell
this
me what
puppy.
to do. Yeah.
I'm wearing this puppy. Are you kidding me? I spent 4 years of my life, 3.5 overseas. I am wearing it home, right? Yeah.
I'm so glad to hear you say that. And what pops into my head just hearing you say it is a line from a movie. I know you guys have seen the Rambo movies like a bajillion years ago now, but there's that scene like right at the end, and he completes this mission, right? And he's talking to the colonel, and the colonel asks him, John, what do you want? As he's about to walk away when he gets back home with the buddies that he rescued. And he said, I want what every one of those guys wants. I just want my country to love us the way that we love it. Mm-hmm. And I think this is one of the beautiful opportunities that we have on Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Is for the people of our community and for the team who spends so many hours putting all of these tributes together to express that heart of love and patriotism and gratitude for what it is that we have every single day. We spend too many days, I think, just taking so many things for granted, and this is an opportunity to get it right on Memorial Day weekend and express what we feel inside. And that's what people feel when they come into the room, is that heart.
It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's overwhelming. Your dad said, Fish, you going to come this time? I said, well, you can't lie to a pastor.
Don't do it.
So I said,
notes are being taken.
I said, I'll try. It's just amazing. I tell people that Vietnam in particular, 58,000 guys died. Memorial Day is to remember them, right? It's not a time to come up and thank a veteran, right? We came home.
Yeah, that's Veterans Day.
And I had to walk in that survivor guilt for, years. And finally, a pastor called me out on it. and said, that's what's wrong. That's why you can't watch a movie. That's why you can't, the minute somebody says the word Vietnam, you go south. And so that was a real thing, because we were connected. I get emails every single day by guys I was stationed with, every day. They're not emails, I'm sorry, text.
Yeah.
Text every day, text back and forth, right? Showing me flowers they grow, right? Stuff like that, right? Talking about just life, right?
Yeah.
But you make friendships, and they're lifelong friendships. And not everybody can understand that. But when you guys put this on, it's like makes us friendships with the rest of the nation. We're all connected. We're all in this together. And so, anyway, that was my advertisement for it.
There are people in this community who have never been. And this...
To that event?
Yes, and a couple days ago I shared it, maybe it was yesterday, and somebody responded to that post on Facebook, I have not been, I'm going to go.
Oh, they
Nice.
should.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's-
If you at least go once.
Yeah.
And if you have to stand outside and cry, I'll join you. What the heck?
There's so many different aspects to what goes on. So yeah, if you haven't seen this, go to agratefulnationremembers.com. There's also Facebook, other social media on it. Freedom's Heroes Memorial is going to be going up on Friday at 7 a.m. If you'd like to come help us put it up, that'd be awesome. But there's 21 panels, over 7,000
Wow.
names. It is the only one that I'm aware of in the country that has all of the names of our fallen since 9/11, and we went into a 20-year global war on terror. We, of course, just recently updated it with the 13 fallen in epic fury. So this is a place where Gold Star families, buddies, et cetera, know that here in Yuba City, there's a place of honor and remembrance for those who have made the ultimate sacrifice and put on that uniform, and they are remembered. And we can make rubbings. There's so many patriotic, good volunteers who just come and want to man that Freedom's Heroes Memorial. So if people come up or they call in or email in, I live in another part of the country, can you make a rubbing and mail it out?
Oh, that's
We'd love
cool.
to do that. People fly in from other states to come and see this memorial. In addition to that, there's all the tributes that take place on Memorial Day weekend. And there's just some very special things that take place there. Decorated keynote speakers that you want to hear their stories.
Yeah, I saw you got Dave Raver coming back.
Dave Reaver is going to
coming back.
That's right. Dave Reaver's going to be there on
what
Monday.
A story.
He and Dad go way back. Dave Reaver received his wounds in Vietnam when a sniper's bullet hit the phosphorus grenade he was holding in his hand. You could, only imagine the kind of surgeries and et cetera that he's gone through. He's been on every military base in the world at least 3 times doing resiliency training, and talking to people about some of the issues of depression and stress-related issues and how to overcome those issues. He's an amazing speaker, and he's one of those that will have you laughing and then all of a sudden, then the emotions come on and hit you with something. And then we've also got John Arroyo. He's going to be out there on Sunday. He's an Iraq and Afghanistan combat veteran. And then there was that shooting in Fort Hood. He was shot in the neck. And overcame that situation. He's going to be there telling his story. This is stuff that you don't want to miss because it's life-changing, impacting stories. Absolutely.
Yeah, and you guys do these incredible sets. You really, you do like an old World War II hospital scene kind of thing. Or I don't know if you're still doing that, but the different ones, right?
Yeah.
And just these little quick vignettes, but they're very powerful. They tell the story.
Well,
which is really good.
This all started. You kind of started out talking about Dad, and this all started 30 some years ago in the living room, and he was like, "What can we do on Memorial Day weekend that really expresses? It's more than just, hey, let's say
Have
something.
a barbecue.
Yeah, let's express this." And And all of this kind of, emerged out of that. It has a life of its own at this point, but you're right. There are several different tributes. One of them is a scale replica of the Tomb of the Unknowns in Arlington. It's that white marble box that's guarded 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, and there's a tribute that takes place there. There's a tribute that takes place at several recreated panels of that Vietnam War memorial that you mentioned. More than 58,000 names, and there's a moving tribute there. There's a tribute to medical services that takes place. And look, on the 4th of July, we get to light fireworks and we get to party and we're like, hey, we're not British, we did it, we are free. In fact, and you know what? This is the 250th anniversary of our nation.
Yeah.
And
it's huge.
I think this is an important moment for all of us to take stock of what this country was created around. And in fact, I was just thinking about it this morning, about that quote by Thomas Paine, who said, "What we obtain too cheap, we esteem too lightly. It is dearness only that gives everything its value. Heaven knows how to put a proper price on its goods, and it would be strange indeed if so celestial an article as freedom would not be highly rated."
Yeah.
See, so Memorial Day is that opportunity, unlike 4th of July, where we take a look at the price tag of what freedom costs, because it's not free. And I couldn't think of a better place than to see that in that medical tribute that takes place. Look, if there are takeaways and it's impacting, it's because there's so many people who pour their heart and soul into this every year. It's because there are people who are active duty or who are veterans who will come to me when I'm writing or whatever and open up and share stories. I think the best stories are true stories, because they don't have to make sense. They just are. And then the truth, see, it changes us, not the other way around. And so when things are happening, it's impacting in that room. And so please do check out A Grateful Nation Remembers. It's something I know that you will appreciate. I think the greatest export of Sutter County is not Sunsweet. Sorry, Sunsweet. I love your chocolate covered prunes, but it is the heart of patriotism and gratitude that lives here in this place, that gets expressed on that weekend of A Grateful Nation Remembers. You can experience it there.
Last time I went, you had, it was totally amazing. You had the Marine that helped that last Vietnam woman onto the aircraft.
Absolutely.
The
so
I was
thank you for saying
whoa.
That. Look, I just kind of tracked through. I'm trying to explain to listeners who may have not been to it what they can anticipate when they come. But really, the best things that happen on Memorial Day weekend are not the things that we've spent hours and hours planning and rehearsing and working on. They're the things that only occur because I just believe that Almighty God watches us be faithful to whatever He's put in front of us to do. And then once in a while, He'll just kind of show up and go like, hey, I saw that, now watch me do this. So, for example, my folks were just having some downtime elsewhere in the state, and Mom wanted to get her nails done. And they went to a little Vietnamese nail salon. They strike up a conversation with the owners. It turns out the owners of the salon, the wife worked at the U.S. Embassy in Saigon, and the husband was a general in the ARVN military when there was such a country as South Vietnam. Of course, they had to flee. They were on kill lists, right, after we pulled out and the communists rolled in. Yeah. And there's very famous pictures of that evacuation of the embassy. And the Marine who's putting them into the helicopter. She's the last person out of the U.S. Embassy. She comes up to this every year, makes her egg rolls for the cast. They're delicious. I love you, Non, and your egg rolls. And so one year, one of these ceremonies wraps up. I'm standing in the back of the auditorium behind where the audio board is, and everybody, gets up and they start filing out. to exit the room, and I see a guy pop up in front of the audio board, and he's going against the flow of traffic up to the front. My dad's age, got his Marine dress uniform on, and he goes up to the front, and I can see him talking to Nan. He wants to talk to her. And they start hugging each other, and I'm too far away to, overhear, but it turns out that the Marine who was putting people in that Huey at the evacuation of the embassy in Saigon shows up at this thing. He had been diagnosed with terminal cancer, came up to Northern Cal to be near his kids, and heard there was something in Yuba City on Memorial Day weekend. I think I'll just put on my uniform and show up. And there in the front of the room was the woman that he put on a helicopter, decades prior. And there are stories like that occur every single year, and no human being could plan that.
No. Yeah, I'm really grateful. Look, a lot of times, I'm going to speak as a pastor for just a minute.
Go.
A lot of times, we try to do the best we can to represent Christ in our community. This is who he is, and he loves everybody. I don't care if you're a doink. He loves you. He loves everybody, right? And we try to represent that the best.
This
we
doink
can.
included.
Yeah, exactly, right? It's like it's real easy to look at the Lord and go, I really don't deserve you, right? You really get that, and he does, true. Right? But having an opportunity, different churches. I just believe what you said, Michael, that God moves in such a way, and God knew this community needed this. We have a huge number of veterans, a huge number for this community. So many that we get a clinic, right? And from all different, not just Air Force retirees out of Beale. I mean, there's Marines, Navy, right? But there is a lot of Air Force, sure. Army, but having an opportunity for that, and then to present that to the community, to say, look, these are the people that are here. They know firsthand. They've been connected somewhere along the line. And only God could have pulled off a story like that. Mm-hmm. Only God. No man can. For one thing, how would you find them, right?
No
it's
idea.
like your mom, did you say, Donna? She found that. She's in there getting her nails done for crying out loud. How cool is that? God goes, hey, I'll direct you to get your nails done here, right? And it's like, and then that woman doesn't even realize, right? So she finds out. Now she comes every year.
That's right.
She's appreciative. She's making egg rolls. By the way, what day are the egg rolls?
And a contingency. There's some very patriotic Vietnamese Americans who come up. They get it because they've seen what communism looks. They've seen the face of it. They know they're not influenced by the propaganda. They know what it is, and they get how valuable our freedom is, and we'll come up and be a part of that as well. No,
I tell every
powerful.
Hmong kid when I meet them, ask your grandfather why you're here.
Yep.
Ask him. Ask your grandfather why you're here. And then ask any Vietnam vet, and they'll tell you, thank you.
I just had the privilege recently. I went up to Beale, went to the medical wing to talk to some with deployment experience because I want to get something fresh. And Lieutenant Colonel I was talking to, Lieutenant Colonel Tran, shared her family story. And that was that in the 80s we were running a program where those who had fought with the ARVN military alongside ours, but who were left there, and then were put into concentration camps and tortured, we would fast track their visa to get them and their family out of there and get them here. And that's her family story.
Oh man,
is that their family was able to get out and come to America and experience the freedom that they fought for, because it's valuable. They get it, right? And she just had some amazing stories.
I think that it's important. A Grateful Nation remembers to have that opportunity. I'm glad you titled that, because it gives opportunity to go to this and recognize I need to be grateful. Right? It's not. We have a tendency to think everything's agreement, disagreement. It's like our nation's decided that's a good thing for a while, but it'll never fly, because we're the one nation under God has a lot to do with united we stand.
Yeah.
And so there are things that we have been able to turn and be thankful for and grateful for.
Yeah.
And so being grateful for those that gave everything.
Yeah.
They believed in this. They did this, right? It gives us an opportunity to walk in that thankfulness. So I really appreciate you guys doing this year after year. That was what I was going to say. As a pastor, sometimes you look at it like, well, I put on an event. You guys have moved way past putting on an event. Mm-hmm. It quit being an event a long time ago when you said it's got a life of its own. Yeah, I believe that. So
yeah. And I love what you said there too. Look, gratitude is a game changer.
It is.
It just changes. Do I need to belabor, like, there's just too much complaining going on? Like, I think it can be like a sport. We're just all so good at identifying, picking, even in a good situation. Well, that one thing when we hone in on the things that we are grateful for, it changes the tone of everything. And you are talking about the Lord, and there's a verse in Psalm 50 where God is speaking, and he talks about gratitude, and he says, "He who sacrifices thank offerings honors me, and prepares the way that I may show him my salvation." There's just something that just changes everything. If you want to see things that you weren't seeing before, be grateful.
Be grateful, exactly.
Take stock of what's been given to you, and this is our moment when so many people, teams of people, will come and make that sacrifice of their time, sweat, tears, maybe a little bit of blood once in a while, but just give of themselves to express that gratitude. Patriotism isn't just a slogan. Patriotism is personal. Mm-hmm. And this is our opportunity at A Grateful Nation Remembers to do that, to connect with it.
Yeah. All right. When and the address, how do they find more information? Your personal phone number is important to give out.
Yes, this will be good. This is a good move.
Call Michael.
What could possibly go wrong? So the ceremonies are on May the 24th and 25th. Both of them are at noon. The Sunday ceremony, you'll get to hear Captain John Arroyo. On the Monday ceremony, you'll get to hear Dave Reaver. The keynotes are different, but if you make it out to one of those, you'll get to see all those tributes that we were discussing as well. You'll get to see Freedom's Heroes Memorial. The Freedom's Heroes Memorial is open to the public starting on May the 17th. It'll be open from the 17th to the 25th. That's its own kind of thing. I know there are many people who come out. This is a great opportunity if you've got kids, students, or whatever, for you to bring them out. Show them Freedom's Heroes Memorial. Have a conversation about what was going on during that 20-year global war on terror and what's going on now. This is that kind of a thing where you can impart something to another generation. And then, of course, the ceremonies that we were talking about on the 24th and 25th at noon at 2620 Colusa Highway, right there in Yuba City.
Great parking. I've gone there. There isn't always a space, which I guess is a good thing. But mostly, right?
Yeah.
And just really kind people. I felt so welcomed. I actually didn't tell you the truth. I went a second time.
Okay.
Because I did. I told your dad, and like I said, you can't lie to Culpo.
Don't do it.
So I went, and I'm sitting there, and it was an active duty gal sitting next to me. And when it got to that part, I wanted to get up and leave, but I guess I was going. And she just reached over and put her hand on my arm and said, "It's okay, sir." And I was like, I just love it. I just love it. Thank you so much for doing what you guys do.
Thank you.
I hope everybody, I don't care where they're involved in it, I don't care if they're cleaning up afterwards, I hope they understand how valuable what you guys decided to do is for our communities. Valuable. And so thank you.
Thank you.
And by the way, nice to have you here, Virgil.
Yeah, so setup is Friday morning at 7 o'clock.
Friday morning at 7.
And
we're
you can come a little late. It doesn't matter. You can leave when you need to leave, but Friday morning at 7 o'clock would be awesome to have held.
You'll have a great time because you'll be with teams of people who showed up because they love this country and they get what's going on here. You'll be with a great crowd of people on Friday morning at 7 a.m. as we start to put up those panels and create just a sacred space of honor here in Yuba City for those who have given everything that they had to give. They put it out.
Yeah.
And when is takedown?
And then we're going to take it down after the 25th.
Okay.
And I can post something about that or whatever if they need time and details on that. But if you come this Friday, then you can meet Bruce and Jerry, and those guys are just like instrumental in heading up all of that. Yeah, great guys.
Absolutely.
So I have to ask, is it on Just Serve?
I will check.
Okay, because that's always easy. JustServe.org. They can go there and find out, what times to volunteer and all that. Just a great little thing. It's really quick. If you want to volunteer in the community, I tell people put the stuff on there so volunteers that they like to go everywhere, right? And so they say, "Oh, I can go do this." So yeah. Anyway, so you'll check on that.
I will. I have an assignment from Bob.
You do. All right, gentlemen, thanks so much. Michael, as always, I'm going to ask you to do one thing before we get off here.
Yeah.
Pray for our community.
Let's do it. Father, we've just had a great time talking about very important matters of gratitude, and there isn't anything better that we could do than talk to you right now and just tell you, God, how grateful we are to you for your goodness and your patience and your mercy that's new every morning. We don't have to live on stuff that you did years ago. You've got something fresh for all of us. Everyone listening today, something good for them because you are good. And God, I just thank you for this opportunity to share about good things that are happening in our community. God, we're just asking for your goodness to pour out on our community. You said that those who sacrifice gratitude, thank offerings to you, would see you move. And so, God, we're just asking for that. We want to see you. We want to know your goodness poured out on our families, on our neighborhoods, on our churches, in the mighty and matchless name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
This community interview is made possible by Shaw and Associates.
I'm Dave Shaw.